Today I'm going to show you how to make a paper wreath. I am using an embroidery hoop. It's about 12 inches, I would say, and a glue gun and lunch bags. A lot of people make them out of book pages. I love the look, but I wanted a different color and I didn't want to use the instant coffee to color the book pages because I wanted to make it right now and I didn't want to wait till they were dry. So what I decided to do was try it with lunch bags. I had a bunch of lunch bags and I had the embroidery hoop, so I figured why not just try it. First thing I'll show you is how to cut up the lunch bags. You do get 8 of the approximate, I didn't measure, 4x4 squares. So what you're going to do is take your lunch bag, fold the bottom up, and then you're just going to cut the foldy part off. So that you'll be left with a tube. So just put that over there. So you're left with the tube. What I also do is cut off the half circle at the top of the bag. And then I'm gonna take the bag, open it up so that you have it like this. I'm gonna fold it in half this way. And half that way, and cut along the fold. Then you'll take these and fold them in half the other way and cut along that seam. So I just smoothed it out. I'm going to cut along that seam. Now you should have 4 of these. I'm just going to stack them all together and cut along that fold. So I'll have 8 squares. So here I just stack them all up. I'm going to cut this last fold and I will end up with 8 squares. So far, I think I've used about maybe 40 to 50 lunch bags. Okay, I'm gonna cut one more and then I'll start gluing again. So again, you take the bottom flap, fold it up, and just cut that right off. So you're left with a tube. And I'm not measuring, I'm not doing anything, I'm just cutting off the half circle at the top. I'm going to open it up so I have this. Fold it in half this way. Cut along that seam that I just made. And I'm going to fold them in half this way, cut along that seam. Just easier if you do them all at once. I do have the paper cutter, but I found just picking up the scissors was easier than trying to position all the folds and where to cut. This was just quicker for me. So I'm just going to lay all these pieces flat and cut that last seam. So I will have 8. If I can get this one open, my fingers. Okay. And then I'm going to cut this last seam. So I'll have 8. So I just did 16 squares in what, a couple minutes? Okay, so now what you're gonna do is take your embroidery hoop, just cleaning my papers from over here. This is what we've got so far. Again, I'm almost done. And take your square Wrap it around your pencil, kind of in the middle. I'm not measuring, it's just eyeballing like this and just flatten it. I mean, really, that's it. Take the bottom, I put a dab of glue, and then I just glue it onto the embroidery hoop. A lot of people do the inside ring first, and then the top ring, and then the outside ring, but I wanted to see what it was going to kind of look like, so I did all 3 rings at the same time, just because if I got to a certain point and I wasn't liking it, I wasn't going to finish it. I didn't want to waste an hour and a half, 2 hours for something that I was never going to use. So I did do all 3 rings at the same time, and I am really liking it. Again, you can use any kind of paper. I do like the look of the books, but I don't have an old book, and I do like the antique color, so I just decided to go ahead and use paper bags. Why not? They're cheap. I think I got 200 at Walmart, and you can buy the ones from the Dollar Tree, and the foam ring from the Dollar Tree. This embroidery hoop, I don't know if the Dollar Tree sells embroidery hoops. I never looked. I'm sure they do. But again, it's very easy. Take your pencil, put it kind of in the middle of this square, flatten it down, dab of glue. Do need another glue stick. And let's see if I can show you what I'm doing. I'm just sticking it next to the last one that I did. And just filling in all the way around the 3 rings at the same time, because I don't know, that's how I started it, so I guess that's how I'm gonna finish it. But this is a really cheap craft. I think less than, I'd say less than $5. Lots of glue though, lots of glue sticks. And that's it. So when it's done, hopefully it looks really cute. I don't know if I'm gonna do a ribbon. I probably will, because I have this here. So when I get to this spot, I'll make another video to show you how I get around this. Not quite sure what I'm gonna do yet, but I'll figure it out and I'll show you what I did. I'll be back.